If cats had pockets, what would you find in your cat's pockets?
Half a dozen hair ties, and one of my socks.
Milk, rings and grudges mostly.
Dead dove do not eat.
Foods he decides to eat later, my hamster, pieces of garbage he found in the house, that kind of stuff.
To clarify, does the cat itself have pockets, or is it wearing pants?
Another cat's ear.
Tell you what you wouldn't find. A single fuck. A fucking Q-tip. A checklist of safety procedures for the house. We call our cat our little OSHA inspector. He patrols the house, and when things are out of place or messy he meows at us to fix it.
Catnip and strings.
Their paws, of course.
A little salami.
Their pockets are full of secrets. No way they can be licking their butts in the corner for that long, they must be gathering intel for their plan to take over the world.
Tiny mittens because I put them there.
All of my hair ties, hides them all or gathers them in one spot, one half of a potato chip and or cracker, the cap to my water bottle, hides it constantly, food stashed away as of preparing for starvation, every meal as last meal.
A shiv, but I'd never see it coming.
Lol, great question. Knowing my cats, I'd find my wallet. Things I lost months ago. Food for now, food for later, and food for even later. My cat's a pig who will knock things over and break them to get to food. Keys, purse, a copy of the Necromonicon, some mints, and a relic of a long-lost civilization. It's oddly attractive yet repulsive all at once. Perfectly smooth on one side, coarse as the Sahara on the other. Many have gazed upon it and gone quite mad. In a quiet room, some swear it hums to them. His own smartphone. And a GoPro. With 65 hours of video of me sleeping while evil cat laughter can be faintly heard in the background. Fuck you, Kyle, you sneaky ass bastard. I know it was you who dropped that lamp on my head.
All those plastic spring toys which have vanished. Not under the furniture or appliances, over 30 of them just gone. I know they've hidden these toys somewhere.
Scraps of plastic partially eaten.
I have 3 cats, so there are multiple things. My first cat, Palmetto, would have food in her pockets. My second cat, Mac, would have toy bell balls in his. My third cat, Paula, would have cords. A map of my house marked with the best hiding spots so the little fucker can jump out and scare the shit out of me.
Milk jug ring.
Lizards. Whole, dried, or pieces of.
Hair ties. Probably in the hundreds. All my guitar picks. What is this, Doraemon?
A handful of bobby pins, a piece of string, that earring I lost, and detailed plans to take over the world.
Rani would have a toy, Aya would keep food, Jasmine would keep her glasses, Moose would probably have a laser toy, and Monkey, well, yeah, probably a shiv.
The same things that he now hides under my wife's chair. Any small thing he can knock off of an end table.
Little pieces of her dried food. She's definitely a snacker. Many hair ties and tiny shiny things.
Milk, rings and toy mice.
An entire blanket if he could get it to fit somehow, lol.
All of my lost chapsticks that he likes to play with and chew on because I have no pockets to keep them in. All the cap erasers she's stolen from me over the years. Eucalyptus cough drops.
Kitten mittens.
Me, where's my sock donut, you fat bitch? My cat donut, upside down face.
My dog's kibble. All cats with pockets would have listening devices because they are part of the CIA's revival of their failed Project Acoustic Kitty. https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/acoustic_kitty from the 1960s that was meant to be used to spy on the Soviets. A bunch of those things from the caps on jugs of milk. My mom always called them Wookiees. When we moved our refrigerator we found a graveyard of them. I just checked, and the answer is apparently cat shit. More pockets. My cat is such a fucking liar.
Hair ties. She's obsessed.
A letter of how your cat's going to kill you.
I would find my cat unable to move from the massive amounts of turkey she would have weighing her down. Little lady is a fiend. A tiny bong and catnip.
A few pieces of balled-up toilet paper, a bottle cap, a catnip mouse with a bell, and a few pieces of kibble.
Definitely some treats, cap from the hairspray bottle, hair elastics, pet squirrel.
My big boy Ted would have a plastic bag full of plastic bags because he fucking loves sitting on plastic bags for some reason. His other pocket would be full of cat toys because he likes to move them all into his plastic throne like a dragon hoarding gold. My little queen Agatha would put a little toy snake she loves and then probably try and keep milk in her other pocket somehow. Either that or weapons she can use to defeat Ted.
Toxoplasma gondii.
Hairballs and catnip.
Bottle caps, feathers and random pieces of broccoli he is saving to eat under my bed later. She would have something to play fetch with, just in case the opportunity arises. I've had another cat that could play fetch, but only if I started it. This sweet, obnoxious kitty will wake me up at night with her ball. I hid all of her toys at night for a few days before she started figuring out she could bring any fucking thing to play with. Earmuffs, a small kid toy, pencil, all the hairbands, etc.
Just a list of names. I don't know. But this raises another question. Why do women's pants have no pockets?
Rings, a laser pointer, her fuzzy pink ball and keychains.
The pieces of random dead rodents it killed, just in case it needed a snack for later. Milk rings, hair ties, and rubber bands, specifically the ones wrapped round produce. Dead ladybugs, why Aladdin? Why?
Straws, pens, and various similar long plastic things.
All my earbud covers that she keeps stealing. Cat hentai.
My childhood cat once found a sock I had left outside. She was very proud to return it. The howling around a mouthful of sock was adorable.
For those wondering, she's completely fine and back to her usual explorative self. My cat used to steal my hair ties whenever he had the chance, but would then take them to his food bowl where he would drop them, have a snack and then lose interest and walk off.
My cat stashes all my hair ties behind the couch. And when I find them, she looks at me with the most innocent look. I probably go through 50 hair ties a year, despite only wearing them at home and putting them in the same place when I'm done with them. Adorable little thiefy thief.
Hair ties, bread ties or tabs, bottle caps and tabs, according to a friend when she needed a new fridge and found cat's buried treasure behind it.
I used to have a cat that would grab our socks and try to feed them to her kittens. This behavior persisted well into their adulthood. We'd find socks out in the front yard.
Recently my parents had to move the fridge and found dozens of my lost hair ties that our cat pushed under it while playing. Same for my cats. Except one of my cats would have a whole lot more than one sock. She'd cram as many socks as physically possible in her pockets. She loves socks.
This person cats.
This is also what I find in my pockets.
I was about to say this. So many hair ties.
And those little plastic rings from the spout of milk jugs. My cats are crazy for those. When we moved into our new house, I found no less than 40 that had been kicked under the stove and fridge. Mine always tries to steal them off my wrist. He'll wrap his arms around my arm and drag it down my hand only to run away with it.
My cat doesn't just like milk rings, she's taken to stealing my husband's wedding ring if he sets it down. She even tries to get it off his finger if he puts his hand in front of her. I can't tell if she just likes the ring or if she's trying to get rid of me, and this is part of the plan. I read an article recently that said cats hardly keep grudges. They forget and forgive really easily. I'm sorry, milk ring?
IDKY, but this is the right answer.
I don't know what I was expecting.
What's your return policy?
Selfish Michael.
Unexpected arrested development.
Michael, I've made a huge mistake.
Do you mean me, or the cat? I've got to say I wasn't tempted until you said not to. Am I missing something? Dead don't inside eat.
Greater than foods he decides to eat later. I literally never found my car cat saving up food. Motherfucker eats everything.
Greater than foods he decides to eat later. My hamster seems redundant.
Had a bird my parents rescued that flew into my mom's 4th-story office window. Named it Tweet. Loved it. But we had a cat that had never been around one. So they put the cage in their bathroom. We always made sure to keep the cat out cause she would mess with the bird. Came home and the door was open to the room. I walked in and bird was dead of an assumed heart attack because the cat probably attacked the cage trying to get to the bird.
Oh, almost forgot. Yes, my cat ate my neighbor pet bird. On our defense, the bird flew willingly on our garden, I mean, it was already there.
Your cat saves food. Mine act like starving lunatics 2 hours after they were fed, and I use vet recommended for protein, satiety, and they receive the recommended diet and fed 2x daily. They'll eat any leftovers I have out, knock out, lick out of drinks, etc. My cats would be 40 pounds if they free-fed.